Meet Chitty. He runs a consulting firm in Lagos, helping local shop owners optimize their supply chains. Success brings a lot of paperwork. Every single week, Chitty spends 3 full hours drafting client proposals from scratch. Instead of solving supply chain problems, he's stuck at his desk while the clock keeps ticking on his actual business. To reclaim his time, Chitty tried using AI. He opened a chatbot, described a client, and asked it to write a proposal. But the results were inconsistent. One day, he'd get a massive document. The next, a short summary that used dollars instead of naira and sounded like a generic corporate brochure. This happens because a standard prompt is a one-off conversation, sort of like giving a stranger directions on a napkin. It tells the AI how to think for a few minutes, but as soon as the chat ends, that knowledge disappears. Solving this requires a shift to the craft framework. This is a blueprint for building a skill, a permanent, structured profile that tells the AI exactly how you work. For a growing business, efficiency comes from hiring a digital staff member who follows your specific standards every time. We can build Chitty's new proposal manager skill by treating it like a hiring process. C stands for command. This is the short trigger you type to start the work. It needs to be something easy to remember during a busy day. Chitty chooses a simple / command, / proposal. R stands for role. Instead of a vague title like writer, we give the AI a detailed job description. His skill is a persuasive business writer with a direct tone, always pricing in naira. A stands for actions. This is where we define the workflow, a step often overlooked. You list the steps as a standard operating procedure. First, ask for the client's name. Next, identify the solution. Finally, state the timeline and the investment required. Mapping out this step-by-step procedure ensures the digital staff member delivers the same quality every time. Once the workflow is set, we must define exactly what the AI produces at the end. F stands for format. A specific layout prevents manual reformatting every time. Chitty's rules: 3 sections, bullet points, and under 300 words. T stands for tools. This connects the skill to external files, like a folder of standard pricing sheets. Now, when Chitty needs a proposal, he simply types his short command. He provides the specific client details, hits enter, and a perfectly structured proposal is ready to review in just seconds. Using strict formats and tool integrations ensures the AI generates a finished product instead of a rough draft you have to edit. This is the core shift. A prompt starts a temporary conversation, but the craft framework builds a permanent workflow. Because this skill has a job description and a set process, it performs the same way every single time you call it. Think about your own week. Which repetitive task takes up most of your time? Your weekly performance review, drafting a client brief, or preparing your invoices? Take that task and map it through the craft framework. Paste that breakdown into Claude and ask it to write the skill for you. Once you save it, the heavy lifting of that task is finished before you even start your workday. Mastering the craft framework turns you from a passive user of software into an active builder of scalable business systems.